this is Shaylee, and you're listening to Accepting Equality. Today, I am joined by, and we're going to be talking about the historically excluded group of Black people. So, starting off, my name is Shaylee, and I am Hispanic, and I grew up in a Hispanic household. And both of my parents are from Guatemala. I would say that growing up, it was definitely interesting because I went to school where I went to an English class and only spoke English at school. And then I would go home and only speak Spanish to my family. I would say that since then, I definitely started realizing the differences in cultures and realize differences in how things were viewed. Oftentimes in Hispanic culture, it's a very common thing to joke around, and sometimes those jokes that are so popular in Hispanic culture would definitely be viewed as bullying in any other culture. And it made me realize that I wanted to learn more about other cultures and see how they relate to each other and cross over into my culture. So, going into the group of Black people, I think it's very important to note that they have been pushed out over and over again for many, many years. Even going back to when slavery ended, while yes, they may have had their lawful freedom, in society they were still pushed out and pushed back in so many ways. And you can easily see that even today, looking into communities where they are still struggling. And why? Because of systems set up years ago. So even if the prejudice is not seen as easily, it is still very much here. It's still going on. There are people who are completely against anyone of color, of any historically excluded group. And those people just end up teaching those ideas that go on for generations and generations. And there's a lack of empathy being had. So that is why it's very important that there is a change in that Black people do deserve a place in society, just like everyone else. And in order to fully be able to support Black people, you have to accept your identity and also accept theirs. You have to acknowledge when jokes are harmful. You have to acknowledge the weight that words carry and the weight that actions carry. So when you do that, you can have a little bit more empathy towards people. And it doesn't even have to be just Black people and just everyone in general. And most importantly, you make the decision to stand up against discrimination for yourself because only you can make that choice to stand up.